Good morning, my friends. Welcome back for another Deal-A-Duck challenge. Shall we jump right into it? I think so. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, friends. Easter. It's not quite over, is it? Easter weekend. We're still in holiday mode. Well, at least I hope so. I'm filming this on Saturday, so I'm definitely right in the midst of holiday mode. And yet, I'm still working because, you know, girls got to work. Girls got to craft. And I do love a bit of crafting. So what's better for a holiday weekend than to do what I love, which is crafting. Eeny, meeny, pick a card. Exercise. Ooh, okay. We haven't had that one before, have we? So that should be interesting. And the next card prompt is going to be, and I reserve the right to put it back if I feel it's one that we've had too often lately, because we seem to have fallen into a bit of a repetitive rut, which is super weird because there are definitely more than a couple of different prompts in each stack and I just don't get it really. But anyway, so I reserve the right to change it if I feel like we need a little switcheroony. Numbers. So far so good though. We're doing okay this week. If you're new to this challenge, then sit back, relax, take a gander and see if you'd like to participate. It's just some light-hearted crafting prompts to get you in the mood for the week, you know, get you in the creative mindset, get you off the starting block if you're having trouble coming out of the weekend to get going in the crafting. Maybe you've been away on holiday or something and you just need a little kickstart to get your brain fired up. Colour blocking. Haven't had that one for a while, so we're doing quite good so far. And this is the alternate item to make if you don't want to make a faux playing card. Then you can make I'm just going to take the bottom one, a rectangle pocket. And if you are making a faux playing card, or if you want to do both prompts, then we are going to be working on, whoops, actually try and shuffle them rather than just change the stacking order. Try and actually slide them in between would be good. These ones are really thick, so they're quite hard to shuffle. Right, that should do it. Let's pick that one. So our card today is, yay, it's another red one. 6 of diamonds. At some point I knew it would have to swing around because we've done so many black suited cards. At some point it had to switch around and we had to have more red ones popping out. And yay, second time in a week, red suit. Whoop, whoop. Excited because I love red. Like it's more lively than black, isn't it? Not that I have anything against black, because I don't. Right, so I've got my place prepped here for the faux card. I've got my numbers at the ready. I've got my diamond stamp. Let's just grab that out of here. If you don't have stamps, then you could draw a diamond. You could cut one out, print one off. You choose how you do the suits. Right, so let's start off with the 6 of diamonds. I'm going to grab out the 6 from my number set up the top out of frame there. And when it's a red suit, I do like to stamp with red ink. So I've got my red ink at the ready. Also got my black sitting there in case we had a black suit. Oops, I've just got a hair on the stamp, just trying to remove that so it doesn't leave an impression. And let's stamp our 6s. And so that we don't, what am I trying to say? so we know whether it's a 6 or a 9, I just like to take a pen and draw a little line under to show that it goes that way up. And you'll see that quite often on things where there's a 6 or a 9, just to show that which one it is, whether it's a 6 or a 9. Okay, and my wee diamond. Just going to do it, oh, actually might do it under the line. Let's do it under the line. Like so. Cool. That's stamping done. I'll give those stamps a better clean off later. Sorry, that was a very loud putting my block down on my desk. Right, stenciling. Stenciling is not necessary, it's just what I like to do on the back of my cards. And I didn't grab out a stencil ahead of time today. I thought I had everything out, but nope, I didn't. Maybe let's go with that circle-ish, whatever that word is, perhaps circle-ish stencil. And what colour? We've got colour blocking as a prompt, so I'm wondering about attempting. Do we want to attempt doing a little colour blocking through the stencil? That could be a little different. So I think I'll go purple, maybe some yellow. I might use this yellow instead. I feel like 3 colours would be in order. Blue, green. Let's go green. Okay. So, grab out my brushes. Sorry for all the crinkling. Let's start with the yellow. And I'm not going to stencil the whole thing today, I'm just going to do parts of it. So this is the writing side, so we want it to be able to be written on. This just gives it a little bit of decoration. So that's the yellow. Let's grab out purple. Going to move that down so I can get down the bottom. So there is some blending going on, and that's okay. It's a pretty effect. Not quite colour blocking, but and it looks like I'm pretty much covering the whole thing. And some green. Maybe we'll put up a bit of green up in this top corner since we haven't got green up the top. Just around the number there, just a little touch. Oh, I think that is super pretty. It's kind of colour blocking. It's good enough because it is just the back, and I will clean off the stencil now before it dries because it's a lot easier when it's still wet. The ink's fresh. And I'm just got a damp wet wipe here. And just rubbing it off. Not going too hard because you can put holes in your paper underneath. I have done that before. Right, that's good enough for now. In fact, it's probably good enough till I use it again. Right, so we've done the back. Apart from inking, let's just ink around it. Gosh, cat fur everywhere. They shouldn't be molting at this time of year. They should be putting their new coats on for winter. But man, there's just fur flying everywhere. I just prefer to edge things with my vintage photo to give them a nice border, nice frame out, and to me it looks more complete, more finished. Okay, so that is the back of our faux card done with the 6 of diamonds. So we've done that prompt. Right, flip it over. We need to do some colour blocking. Okay. What colours would I like to go with? We did green, purple and yellow on that side. Do we want to stick with that maybe? Let's see what I can find in my scraps here. Well, that's not going to get very far, is it? Not very far at all. Oops, I need to put it in my lap so I can... It's purple. We didn't have purple, but... No, I don't really want anything patterned, I don't think. Oh, here's a good bit. Blue. Okay, so we're not going with what's on the back. We're just going to do whatever. Pink. And sort of a more ochre or mustard yellow. There's a bit of a different, oh, there's dark green on the other side. Use that. And somewhere here there's some dark red. I'm just hunting for that. Can I find it? More yellow and pink. No. Okay, so we're not going with red. We're just going to use what we've got here. That can go back in there. I don't think we're going to use these little bits. They can go back out of my way. Okay, so let's do some colour blocking. I'm just going to do random. I will use this strip here though of this purplish red. Right, grab out my glue pages and let's get to gluing. Does anyone make along with me while I do these challenges, or do you all go and do it after the video once you've kind of got a feel for what you want to do? It is quite a challenge doing it without an opportunity to think about it, to think about how to meet the prompts, which is where I find myself every week, just like, oh, okay, what can I do with this? Because I can't go away and think. I could turn the camera off and think, but I don't usually. I usually just come up with something on the fly. Just don't want all of that, so I'm just going to cut a strip off, just so I'm not unnecessarily gluing a whole heap. Right. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Hubby's gone for a nap, and I thought, right, get video done because we're out for a good portion of tomorrow, so I thought it will save me a bit of worrying about getting home and, you know, in time to do a video tomorrow. So I thought, yep, let's just get it done now. And we've got a bit of glue there. We've been watching Star Wars. We watched episode 1, so is it Attack of the Clones? We watched that, started last night, finished it this afternoon, and then we started on episode 2 is that Revenge of the Sith? Oh, I can never remember the names of them. Just episode 2. So this, oh, that's, I cut that too small. Might have to put it down there after all. How about we cover that gluey patch with it? It's still going to leave me a bit short, but we can put something else there. Yeah, so that's quite fun. We haven't watched them for ages, so it's quite a fun thing to spend the holiday weekend doing. We obviously haven't gone anywhere. We had our holiday in earlier this month, earlier in March. That there, and we could put a little bit of yellow there. Actually, I might put that all the way across. So yeah, very, very relaxed, low-key Easter weekend for us, which is quite nice actually. Quite nice to just chill out and relax. And so I've been doing a bit of collage. I've still been working, still been doing some work, so you know, hubby said to me yesterday, he says, you do know the meaning of a holiday, don't you? And I says, yeah, doing things that I want to do that I don't usually have the chance to. And he like rolled his eyes inside. It's like, he knows me well. I can't stop. I just do what I love. Right, shall we put another bit of this? Can we get a big enough piece? With colour blocking in my head, it means blocking like solid lines. It doesn't have to be, but it's just kind of where my brain goes. Blocky. See, it's not big enough, but maybe we could put a piece down here. Just to kind of balance out that. So yeah, I've been doing things like more artistic collage, which I don't normally make time for unless I'm doing a challenge or something. Harvesting some magazines, you know, things I enjoy but sometimes aren't able to do. Ah, there's that, but that's going to be right next to that. Maybe we'll put a bit of this side. It's a slightly different yellow to the other one that we've got going on there. There's a hair stuck to it. I'm trying to get it off and it's being very non-compliant. It's probably caught on a bit of glue. There we go, put that there. I'm wondering whether I've got too much pink in one big spot. What do you reckon? Do I need to break up the pink a little bit? We haven't actually used any of that blue. I've got some trimming to do around the edges. Yep, I'm going to put that there, but that's not straight, so I'm just going to straighten it up. Oh, puss. Been diabolical today. He's been in and out, in and out, in and out. All day. He can't make up his mind whether he wants to be outside or inside. It's driving us just a little batty today, because he's making quite a noise when he comes in through the cat flap. Just want to make sure I get that far enough over that I don't end up with a tiny wee sliver of pink showing, because I think that would look a bit funky. Okay, so that's the colour blocking done. Let's trim around it. So we can see what we're working with. So we did our shopping on Thursday. Well, I did the shopping, and then on the way home we just did the last little bit at our local supermarket, which was, you know, just like $30 worth. The last few things that were cheaper at that particular shop. And hubby bought me an Easter bunny. Look, isn't it cute with the little bow, and there's a little butterfly and a little chick around the bottom. It's so cute. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to open it very carefully and mount it on cardboard and use it in my journal. I did that last year too. I do have a video on it somewhere about how to do that, or how I did it. I might have to watch it myself so I remember how I did it. But I'm looking forward to some chocolate. Yum yum. Who doesn't look forward to chocolate? Hopefully it's good chocolate, not yucky chocolate. Got no time for yucky chocolate. What's the point in yucky chocolate? Right, just getting rid of my scraps there. Okay, so we need a picture for exercise. I did have a jogging magazine around here somewhere. But I can't find it. Maybe I moved it because I've been harvesting magazines and kind of using them and moving them away. Maybe we can find something in this book that kind of relates to exercise. Oh, there's some bicycles there. That could be the ticket. Just have a quick wee flip through. Someone flying a kite. I don't know that I'd term kite flying an exercise. It could be. Well, it is in a way, but it's perhaps not what I would immediately think of when the prompt is exercise. Flying a kite sounds like fun, and exercise generally doesn't sound like fun. Although I do love biking. But it is definitely exercise as well. It's about the only, apart from swimming and biking, the two forms of exercise that I actually enjoy. I'm not into walking, I guess because I've had so many years where it's created great pain to walk. So I'm not a fan of walking. But walking is exercise as well. Not seeing anything. Oh, there's someone swimming there, diving underwater. Is that a bit big though? Do we want that, or do we want to put a bike? The bike's a little bit small maybe. Let's go this way and see if we find anything else. Just trying to be quick. Oh, basketball, but that's not going to work. It's too long. Wouldn't make sense if I just took some of it. I know I'm skipping lots of pages here. There's probably ones on the pages I'm skipping. But I don't want to be here too long. It's all about animals. Probably not so much in there. Do sharks eat people? Interesting book, this one. I occasionally will read a little snippet if I'm not on camera. And I found out a few things out of here that I didn't know. Okay, so it looks like it's a bike or a diver. I'm kind of liking the diver. So let's put my scissors in the bike page, tear out the diver, and I'm also going to tear out the bike page, and then we'll decide. and it might come down to which one fits better. Penny farthing's quite fun. Oh, I just had an idea. We could put all three. Couldn't we? 3 being that thing that pleases our eye compositionally. Let's see what we can do. They might be slightly big to put all 3 on, but let's give it a go. Maybe if we trim them down a little bit. Some fun coloured strips. And that's not straight. Let's straighten that edge up. This one a little trim down too. They're not going to be the same size. That's okay. No, I'm not going to fit all 3 on, not comfortably. No. So it's either use one of them. The penny farthing is kind of like the biggest out of them. Or let's try our diver. Maybe I'll give him more of a sort of fussy cut edge. Yeah, okay. Around the oxygen bubbles. Very loosely cutting it out. Just to give it a bit of shape. That's a fun little bit. It's got a fish on it and some seaweed. Yeah, okay. Do we like that? Or do we like bike? I actually like the bike after all that. Yeah, I do. I like the bike. I think I want to mat it out though. Book page, maybe? Or how about a bit of crossword, and it's got numbers on it. Let's do that. So I'm just going to glue it on to this piece of paper. And it's not straight, it's not well cut out, but I think it's fine. It's close enough. I'm just going to put that in there somewhere. We're not going to have many numbers showing, or maybe I'll let those numbers show. Oh yes, that is very crooked. That's okay. Right. Just going to give it a little border. Lovely and crooked. Awesome. Do a little grungy. Little edge, little border. Right, so this is not my numbers. I just thought that it might be cool because it also has numbers on it. Something like that. Some glue marks on there. I think they'll be okay. Right, so we've got colour blocking, we have exercise, and now we need some numbers. Do I want my pre-stamp numbers? Just thinking I could cover that bit of glue there. Oh, maybe not a orange one, maybe a purple one. Just going for very eclectic. No, I might use one on top, but I've got another idea. So I'm going to grab out one of my number sets. It's a different one to what I use for this. This is more distressed type numbers, which I really love. Take those stamps off the block, and what ink would I like to use? Maybe grey. Grey might be interesting. Let's go with 6 because we've got the 6 of diamonds. So I'm not sure how well this is going to show up. I'm just going to randomly stamp. Yes, it's okay. Okay. And then I'm going to take the next size down in the 6. And stamp that randomly. Should do some off the card as well, shouldn't I? Okay. And then I'm going to take the next size down and do the same again with the 6. I've never done this like this before, but it just thought it would be interesting and fun. Something different. Okay, and then last one, I'm going to take the smallest one in this set and add that. As some of these are going to be covered up by my bike image, but I thought, well, if they end up with a blank space, that's not what I'm after, so I might as well stamp, and if it gets covered over, that's fine. It's just a little bit of ink and a little bit of your time. Right, let's have a look and see how that is going. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fun. Do we have a 6? There's an 8. 3. 5. Maybe if I tip them out. Oh, 6. Here we go. Found a 6. Okay, do I want anything else on this? It's quite relatively plain. Just wondering about music or something. Just a little strip of music. We want to add something. It's upside down. Let's put it up that way. No, I don't want it on top. Oh, that one's actually got a cut through it. That's fine, won't matter once it's glued down. Yeah, I think I'll put that music there. Am I going to do the pocket? That is the next question. Is that about where I want it? Yeah, that's good enough. Oops, almost lost my little 6 there. Right, tacky glue I think for this, just to make it a little bit easier. I think it's the fire that's making me sleepy. Plus it's the afternoon and I'm due for my afternoon snack as well. In fact, I'm 10 minutes overdue for my afternoon snack. My system has its timing and it really knows when I'm out of my timing. It lets me know. Right, that. And because this has got a little split in it, I'm going to use the tacky glue because I might gouge out my glue stick or tear the number, and I don't want to have to try and find another 6. There, so all I need to do now is ink around it. And, oops, knocking things over, and it's done. So just got a few little bits of white showing or colour showing from that card underneath. So this will just help blend it all together. And it's done. Very pared back one this week, I feel. I feel it's hasn't got a huge amount going on, but I think it's got a very almost classic sort of look, and I really love it. I love how everything's working together, and the numbers stamped on the background kind of bring it all together, I feel. Okay, so that is the faux card, the 6 of diamonds for this week. How are we going on time? I think we've got time to whip up a quick little pocket. So grabbing out a glue page here from my stash, one that I've put aside to use as a base. Lately I've been throwing them out because I've just had too many, but actually I think my supply of bases like this, I don't think I've actually got many left, so I need to start saving them again and build up another wee stash of them. Okay, so let's go back to our colour blocking. Maybe I could put some purple in this one. And I might use this because it is kind of in the same colourway, even though it's got pattern on it. I think we will go with it as colour blocking. Right, it's got torn edges mostly, so let's go ahead and tear some. And I am going to cheat and use my tacky glue rather than glue stick, because I want to do this quickly and just don't feel like getting in a mess. Yep, off the page. So going to be very simple little pocket. It's got some foxing along the edge. It's from the 70s, I think. A booklet from the 70s. And I found it in amongst some free books, and the subject matter wasn't anything that anybody wanted. But it had cool, just almost plain coloured covers. So I tore the covers off because it was just, they're very thin books, booklets really, not books. And so I just tore the paper covers off and biffed the rest into the recycling bin. That, and let's put a little bit of purple up the top here. Don't want it quite that deep though. Is that going to, no, it's not going to be deep enough. Is this one going to be deep enough? Yes, it is. So I'll put this wee strip up the top. Yep. Having trouble holding on to it. Got no fingernails at the moment. I was grabbing out magazines off the bookcase and didn't grab them properly, and ended up just trying to grab them with my fingernails and broke two. And then a wee while later I broke a third nail. I can't remember what I was doing that one broke, but it's just like, oh. So, you know, break a few, you just cut them all short so that they all look even. So I haven't got many fingernails at the moment. I'm going to do that there, or do I want to bring it even? No, I'm going to do it there. So very quick bit of colour blocking, just in a limited palette this time. Trim up because I've got some overhang. Along the bottom or top, whichever. I haven't got a direction at the moment. And I was thinking that we could use our diver image here. That way up or this way up? I think I prefer it the other way, this way. Yep. Do I want anything else under it? Book page maybe? Or some more of this? Let's tear a bit and see. Bit of blank space there. Let's kind of tear it down more to the writing. I want to put it right at the edge. No, it's not making me happy. No. Okay, so scrap that idea. I think I'm putting the lid on the glue, and which was contrary to what was going through my head, which is I'm just going to glue this on and then we'll play around with numbers for this one. I'm not going to do the stamping on this one. Hopefully that decision doesn't come back and bite me. Go. And I think the stamp numbers on this one. No, I've got to find the right one though. No, I don't really want to introduce another colour. Yeah, that's quite cool. Do we want more than... No, not that one. We could use a big one. Do we want 3? Can I find a third one that kind of fits? I don't know. Maybe it's too much. Maybe the other way around, so they go in size order. No, I think it's too much. Okay, back to the drawing board. The big one or the little one? I think that one. Okay. And I feel like this is like too much expansive blank, but we definitely need something over here. So let's put this on. And then have a think about what else we might like to add in there. Because you can add other things that aren't part of the prompts. You're not restricted by the prompts. And as like you could add other things, absolutely, as an option. I do want to do stamping, I think. But not the number, just some texture. So maybe these little dotty ones might be the ticket, just to add a bit of something. Okay, just going to sit it on my glue book here. I think I'm going to try my tumbled glass distress ink. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but we can try. We can always grab something else if it's not. Oh no, it shows up well. Good, good, good. Just add a bit of something in the background. Oops, there's glue on this page, so my pocket is sticking to it. Yeah, kind of bringing it all together and just adding a little bit of something. Nothing major, just a little something. Okay, so this is a pocket, so I'm going to take a little notch out of it so that I know it's a pocket. Like that. And ink around it because it's not complete in my eyes until it's inked. And done. We have made a simple little pocket. So exercise, numbers, colour blocking we did in the background, and it's a rectangle shaped pocket. And our faux card, wherever I've put that, buried it under my scraps. So 6 of diamonds, and then we've got the colour blocking, the numbers, and exercise with the bicycle. So there we go. I've made both projects this week. What are you going to choose to make? Are you going to make the folk card, the rectangle pocket, or perhaps do both? It's your choice. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously and see what you come up with. Thanks so much for being here. I love having your company, and let's look forward to a great week together. Take care, everybody. Bye.